What up, guys? The PAMU Slide 2, they're here. This is currently an Indiegogo project. So a few things like codecs, I don't know. And the price, I really don't know what the price will be, but you can decide for yourself what you think they are worth, hopefully with this video. So let's get into it. I'm just going to jump right in. The actual earbuds, the packaging on here, PAMU with the branding, the Slide 2. And it does tell you that they were a Red Dot winner in 2022. I don't know what Red Dot is, but they won it. And on the back, it is going to tell us a little bit about it. Spec-wise, we'll get into the specs in a little bit. Now, we do get 4 extra silicone tips, plus the ones that are already on our PAMU Slide 2. USB-A to USB-C to charge this guy up. And we do get a PAMU branded carrying case on here. Now, one thing that I've liked with previous PAMU buds is the unique design and look of what we get from them. It's not your typical earbud. They do go out of their way to give us a different look, and that's what we have here with the Slide 2. So the navy color with the black accent color, I dig it. I think it looks really good. And the actual earbuds here, you can see they are somewhat of a stem style earbud, not as long as some of the others. These are kind of giving me some XM3 vibes from Sony, but I do like these better, and these are not those big earbuds that we had from Sony. These are much more comfortable, and I'll show you these in a second. But we do get that vinyl looking top right there, which I've always liked whenever I see that with the PAMU branding in the black and the cover in the case that slides open. Now the USB-C port on the back, and there is a very cool LED light here on the front, and this will kind of tell us how much juice we have left in our earbuds. Now this case is also, well, it does support wireless charging. So a very cool case. It is a big case though. It's not very small, but I don't mind it. I think it's a cool looking case. Let me know what you guys think of this case and the actual look of the earbuds. Drop some comments below. And if you're new to the channel, guys, hit that like button, drop a sub, and hit that bell and stay up to date with every video I drop. Now the rest of the specs on the PAMU Slide 2, this does have an app. So we do have app support, and we will take a look at the app. Again, price, I do not know. Bluetooth 5.2, hybrid ANC. There is an ambient mode. There is a gaming mode. There is ANC for good voice and crystal clear phone calls. Of course, we will do a mic test so you guys can check that out. Wireless charging. Battery life is about 6.5 hours of juice and 26 extra with the case. We talked about the wireless charging. 10mm titanium drivers. IPX4 sweat and water resistant, so feel free to work out in them, sweat in them, and you're going to be fine, but do not submerge these in water. And the ANC on here is around 42 decibels of noise, outside noise, that it will drown out. So pretty good ANC. That is a good number when it comes to the level of ANC that it low end rumbles that it's going to drown out. Now, I also believe these will come in a few different colors, but let's take a look at the PAMU app. Now, once you connect these to the app, you can see here the PAMU Slide 2, my earphones, my device. Now, one thing I do not like at all is that I have to sign up to use the app. I have to create an account. Let me just open the app and use it. They're just earbuds. I shouldn't have to create an account. That's just something that irks me. Let me know what you guys think of that. I've never liked being forced to sign up for something just to use their app, but I understand why they do it as well. So you can see here ANC mode, audio pass-through, and ANC on. So right now I am using the transparency mode. Now mode A is what you can control really from your touch controls. Transparency mode and ANC on, or you can add scrolling through your wind noise reduction in mode B. So right now, again, I am using the ambient mode. If we scroll down a little bit, we do have some EQ sound effects. Now, these are basically just presets. If we click on it, you can see you can choose pop, normal, vocal, rock, jazz, or classic for our presets. I would rather have an EQ slider, and we've talked about this before in previous videos. If you're going to give me an app, I don't really need presets. Let me pick and choose how I want my highs or how I want my lows. Give me that EQ slider. That is all I really need inside of an app. I don't need presets, but this is a start and it is better than nothing. Now, the gaming mode in here, we do have 2 separate things we can choose for gaming. So low latency and ultra low latency if you are a gamer. Vocal enhancement, this is basically, it's going to do what it says it's going to do. It's going to enhance your voice. If you are trying to talk to somebody and you're outside or anything, it will just focus on the voices and it does work fairly well. Automatic in-ear detection, of course, we all know what that is. If music is playing and you take your earbud out, it will pause, and once you put it back in, it does start to play automatically, and it does work very well. Personal settings, these are your touch controls, and I'm happy to say we do have control of everything, because on the earbuds, you can slide for volume up and down, and I'm very happy that I have full access to all of my touch controls. Now, firmware update, of course, this is where you will go. I actually already did an update once on here. Now, since that's basically it with the app, let's just jump in and talk about the transparency mode on here, and then we'll do ANC. So I am using the ambient mode on here right now, and it's good. I think mid-range is exactly what I'm getting here. There's a bit of white noise, but it's not that bad. I've heard earbuds, or I have earbuds now, that actually allow a lot more white noise in when using the ambient mode. I think it's well, I don't know what the price is going to be, but I think it does a good job at sounding pretty natural, even though there's just a hint of white noise. I think the ambient mode on here does a pretty good job. Now, let's talk about the ANC. The hybrid ANC, it says up to 42 decibels, and that's what we get. I would say these are a little bit above mid-range when it comes to ANC. It's not going to compete with any of the big boys. And really, depending on price, that will determine kind of if they're worth it. Really, it all comes down to price, because the ambient mode on here is good and the ANC is good. It's not top tier, but mid-range, maybe slightly above mid-range when it comes to both ANC and ambient mode. Now, when it comes to watching content on here, no issues at all. Especially, you have two options in the gaming mode. You have the gaming mode and then the ultra low latency, and they both do a really good job. I haven't really noticed any delay when watching content, movies, YouTube like I have here, or Netflix, watching a movie, Amazon Prime, whatever it is, and gaming. I'm not a big heavy gamer on my phone, but the games I do play every now and then, Call of Duty, Asphalt Racing, all very smooth on here with no issues and really no latency. Let's talk about touch controls on these earbuds. So again, customizable inside of the app, and they work very well. One little thing that kind of bothers me with the touch controls, but that's kind of my issue and how I use them, but let's check it out. So very simple. Music is playing, one touch on the right earbud, it will pause, one touch again, and of course it will play. And it's the same on the left earbud. Now, if we double tap on the right earbud, it goes to the next track. Very smooth, very clean, and very fast. Double tap on the left earbud, and it goes back. Now, if we slide up from the bottom of the earbud, you can see the volume will go up. And if we slide down, the volume will go down. Now, the one issue that bothers me a little bit is that you can see the music is paused right now, and that's the issue I'm having whenever I'm using the volume controls. And of course, I can go in and switch it inside of the app if I wanted to and have volume controls just be a double tap or something. But this is how I'm using it for now. Just know if you do the slide with the volume, every now and then you might just pause your music. See, I just tried to do it now, and it played the music. Swipe down, and now we have it working. So just be aware of that. But overall, when you do touch the earbud correctly, it does work very well. Now let's talk about the sound quality on the PAMU Slide 2. Again, inside of the app, inside of the EQ sound effects, we do have normal, pop, vocal, rock, jazz, and classic. But what I do like about these buds is the sound straight out of the box. I think they do a really good job. So there's some good bass on here. It's not that crazy punchy bass, but it's there, and it's got some punch to it, but it's very clean. The highs stand out, in my opinion, on these earbuds, and depending on what you are listening to, they might get a little too bright, but they are very clear. There's some good clarity, there's some good detail, picking things apart, instruments. It's not really an issue on these earbuds. I think they did a great job at making these sound very clean. I like the sound of these, and there's some good bass on here. These are not those cannons. If you're a bass lover, it might not be enough bass for you, but the bass that's here is very clean. It's punchy, it hits, and it goes away. I do like it.
All right, guys, the mic test on the PAMU Slide 2. So again, ANC, noise cancellation technology. It should focus on voice. There's also the wind noise reduction to help if you're outside and it's windy. It will focus on your vocals and give you better call quality. But let me know what you think of the microphones. I think it's a little open sounding when on the mics and when talking on the phone. But overall, I think it does a good job at giving us a clear enough phone call. But let me know what you think. Drop some comments below.
All right, guys, so the PAMU Slide 2, a very interesting pair of earbuds. Let me know what you guys think of the look of these with the case and the actual color. I like it. I think they look really sharp. They're a very clean looking pair and a different pair of earbuds. Again, this is what PAMU brings to the table a lot of times. A very unique looking pair of earbuds. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But I think these look very good. Now, again, it's going to come down to price, right? What are these going to cost? If they are $200, probably not worth it. If they're around $100, 120, 80, then I could say, yeah, absolutely, pick them up. They're definitely worth it at that price, but I have no idea what that will be. But what are we getting? We're getting hybrid ANC. We're getting an app with app support. We're getting full customizable touch controls. We're getting an ambient mode. We're getting a gaming mode, which works really well. So what these have to offer, all of the little things that we have inside of these earbuds, they all work very well. I really don't have anything bad to say about them because I don't know the price. But what they do offer, I think they all do a good job. They're not the best at anything. I've said this about some earbuds before in the past. These are not the best at any one thing, but everything that they have to offer works really well, and that's across the board, from sound quality to ANC to ambient mode, battery life, the app support on here. The gaming mode is fantastic on here, but we'll see. We'll see what they cost. That's it, guys. Hit that like button, drop a sub. I'll be back soon. I'm going to drop a video tomorrow, Sunday, and hopefully the rest of next week. But I'll be back soon, guys. Peace.